Hi guys, this is Phillip, and here we are on We Found New Music with Grant Owens. And I'm gonna be singing Boomerang. Late night, pillow talk, talking to myself. What you're waiting for? People come and go, that's what hurts the most. I still let them get close. Come on, tell me to my face, I surrender. No matter how I break, life is a boomerang. Where the truth go, where the honesty is my own favorite enemy. Life is a boomerang. They think they assume, born with silver spoons. You've got it so wrong. Hope you'll understand. Won't change who I am. People, they come and go. Come on, tell me to my face, I surrender. No matter how I break, life is a boomerang. Where the truth go, where the honesty is my own favorite enemy. Life is a boomerang. Oh, oh. Come on, tell me to my face, I surrender. No matter how I break, life is a boomerang. Where the truth go, where the honesty is my own favorite enemy. Life is a boomerang. Hey guys, this is Phillip. I'm here on We Found New Music with Grant Owens, and the song is called Thank You, Heartbreak. I've been up, I've been down, I've been sideways, pulled in every direction but my way, running out of hope. Yes, it took a toll on me. I was lost, I was done, I was broken. Kept my dreams locked inside, unspoken. Almost let them go, guess it took a toll on me. But somehow I survived. I could build a castle of all the walls that I built. I could fill the ocean up with all the tears that I had. I pushed away my feelings, gave up on love completely. Never thought I'd see the day. I wanna say thank you, heartbreak. Looking back, all the time wasn't wasted. I fell off the track, hit the pavement. Nothing's gonna stop, no one's gonna stop me now. If my heart didn't break into pieces, maybe I'll never know what I need. Only looking up, no one's gonna hold me down. I've told you I survive. I could build a castle of all the walls that I built. I could fill the ocean up with all the tears that I had. I pushed away my feelings, gave up on love completely. say thank you, heartbreak. What's up, guys? This is Cooper Phillip, and here we are at We Found New Music with Grant Owens. Here's Ches Mason, and we're going to do my original song, Head Over Heels. Here we go. Thinking back at all of the days, I mean all my days, how much time I let go to waste, all went to waste. Can't afford to make another mistake, it's too much at stake. So I keep on counting my change, I keep counting my ways. Don't worry about the other guy, there's no other guy. With you I feel like I can fly because you're super fly. Found out you're the answer, so there's no question why. So I keep on counting my change, I keep, hey. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 3 paces back. I rewrite all my wrongs, but there's no trace in that. I gathered all the clues now, can prove the fact. I'm ready, you're ready. I keep on falling, falling, head over heels. I keep on falling, falling, head over heels. I keep on falling, falling. Got a new pair, got a new pair. About to let it out. About to let it out. About to let it out. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 3 paces back. I rewrite all my wrongs, but there's no trace in that. I gathered all the clues now, can prove the fact. I'm ready. Yeah, falling, falling, head over heels. I keep on falling, falling, head over heels. Keep on falling, falling, head over heels. Got a new pair, got a new pair. About to let it out.
Hey guys, I'm Grant Owens on We Found New Music, and today we're joined by Cooper Phillip in the studio.
Thank you so much for having me, Grant. It's always a pleasure to be here.
It's always an absolute pleasure to have you, and welcome back to the studio, returning guest on WFNM.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, and one of the songs you played today, you have performed before, but it's a favorite. It's a
Yep.
great with a guitar.
Thank you so much.
What did you play for us today?
So I played 3 songs. We started with Boomerang. That's the new song that we just did.
Okay.
We just rehearsed it a few days ago for the first time, and it felt really good. So I thought it's a really good acoustic version, and
Sure.
it sounds really nice with it, just the guitar. Then we did Thank You Heartbreak, that favorite, and the one that you really, really liked, that was Head Over Heels. I released this one about 2 years ago, and the song so far is the most popular song that I've put out. It has over 4.5 million views on the music video. That's
Wow.
yeah, you can watch it.
Yeah,
on,
Head Over Heels is
Head
what
Over
it's
Heels.
called.
You can watch
well,
it on
it's upbeat.
YouTube.
It's very catchy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
very
great.
playful. Yeah,
And I mentioned we're going to start playing that on my radio show because it's going to draw listeners in. It's just had such a punchy, upbeat vibe to it.
it's very optimistic. I always feel like just listening to this song in the car, because I rarely listen to my stuff. I
Right.
usually listen to classical music and Beyonce and Mariah and all other amazing stuff.
Right.
But when I listen to my stuff, that's the first choice that I would go for. I love the vibe of this song. It makes me feel happy, like just in the moment.
It's a good radio song too. Well, great. Thank you so much for playing those for us. And I'm honored you played Boomerang for the first time for us today on We Found New Music. And we really did find new music today, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
So when is the next release coming?
So the next release is going to be a very important and big one. It's going to be a feature. I wrote a song called The Answers 2.5 years ago, and it's a duet with Duran Bernard,
Okay.
really amazing soul, pop, R&B artist. He's doing
Wow.
really, really great. He's going on tour. I believe he's on tour right now through the United States. And we recorded that song. We shot a music video, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to
Exciting.
put it out early April.
Early
That
April.
is my plan. Yes, and then the follow up will be the EP. I hope I have so much stuff that I wrote during the pandemic.
Okay.
Around 20 songs. So
20 songs.
Yeah. So I feel like I really want my listeners and my fans to hear all of them, because it was just such an important part of my life, where it was so much like, it was a transformational time for a lot of people. I felt like, and for me it was very important because I found a way to make music. You know, I was going to the studio, I was just creating concepts, writing lyrics, and kind of like stepped out of my comfort zone of just being a writer who writes melodies, because I've been always very strong with writing melodies, but I felt like it's time to step up and just start writing lyrical concepts as well. And it kind of felt, I was scared in the beginning about it, but then I was like, what am I losing? I'll try. I'll give it a try.
Nothing to lose.
Yes.
Right. Which is also interesting because we had you right before the pandemic.
Right.
And then you got into this creative phase. You used that opportunity to create all of this wonderful music that's going to be coming out now.
Yes.
And here we are, we're sort of at the other end of it, and now you're able to release it into the world.
I'm so excited for that. Honestly, I've been sitting on this music for such a long time. I feel like it's the right time right now. I'm ready for it.
I think so too. You know, we're here for you
Awesome.
to support the release, and very excited for it. So yeah, so you heard it here first. I mean, you've got your release coming out, your feature, and your EP album thereafter will be coming out with lots of exciting new music. So if you like what you heard today, look forward to the future for Cooper Phillip. But in the meantime, stream that Heels. What's it called?
Head Over Heels.
Head Over Heels. Stream that now, because it's we're talking to you.
Yes.
And you will be for sure. Well, let's kind of get to know you a little bit. What artists inspire you most? You kind of mentioned a few artists there.
Well, I grew up listening to Whitney Houston.
Absolutely.
My first CD, actually vinyl, was the Bodyguard soundtrack. That's the music that I grew up listening to. Then I discovered Mariah Carey at the age of 12 and immediately fell in love with her voice. And I felt like, oh my God, what she's able to do with her voice is just, it's something cosmic about this woman. Right. She's able to do unreal things with her voice. And I was like, I want to do the same. So I started playing the music around the house and copying all what she does, all of the vocal tricks, all of the riffs and runs. And I fell in love with this culture, and I started listening to a lot of gospel music as well. Lauryn Hill, Kim Burrell, Smokey Norfolk, Kirk Franklin, like India Arie, soul music. I got so inspired, and I started figuring out that this is the music I would love to make when I'm an adult.
Absolutely.
And obviously Beyonce is like my biggest inspiration, because I feel like we have so much in common, even though it's hard to see that, but because she's coming from just a regular, normal family, and her father was like supporting her, pushing her into the world of music. I felt like, for me, it was my mom. She was that kind of a first manager and someone who supported my dream and gave up her life basically to support me.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a violinist, classical violinist. I grew up in an opera house, listening to all of the classical pieces, and I started as a classical musician myself.
Where was this?
That was in Saratov, in my native town. I'm from Russia originally.
From Russia, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was growing up listening to all this music, but I knew that classical, like operatic stuff, is not what I want to sing.
Sure.
And I started listening to Stevie Wonder, Whitney, Mariah, and I was like, yes,
yeah,
this is the music that I really wanna like listen to, and it got me so inspired. So I started learning how to sing better, because in order to sing those songs, do all of those tricks, you have to really know how to use your voice. And then I started teaching as well too, and I love that.
Wow, thank you for sharing that with us. That's very inspiring, I think. And so if you would do a duet with someone, would there be a particular artist you'd like to do that with?
Well, I would like to do it with John Legend.
Okay.
I feel like he's incredible, and he's a musician, and I love singers who can actually play and write, and his music is just really, I take it very close to my heart. Yeah. It's very personal what he writes, and I feel like I feel the resonance in my heart when I hear his songs. I love. I get this comparison really often. It's really weird, to be honest. people say that I'm a female version of Justin Bieber. I don't know why. Maybe because of how I sing the riffs and runs. I don't know. I really like his stuff as well, and I think he's been, developing into like a big artist. And his recent stuff I really, really like. And obviously Beyonce, Mariah, those two divas that I love.
Yep.
To touch.
Gotta shoot high.
Yes.
Gotta do it, of course.
Of course.
Well, now there's a reason why I'm asking this. Can anyone sing in your opinion?
I think if you have a great set of skills, you have vocal memory, you have great ear, then you can develop your voice. A lot of people think that the only people who can sing, those are who were born with the gift of singing. But in my practice, I've been teaching for almost 16 years now. I started as a kid.
What have you been teaching specifically?
I've been teaching riffs and runs, placement, voice health, and obviously breathing fundamentals for singers, because obviously no matter how great you are vocally, you have to know how your body works, because the sound is the reflection of everything that's going on mentally and physically. So I strongly believe that. And, I've been developing my own method of teaching that I've been practicing. And it's really hard to believe, but I have over 20,000 students that I've worked with in the last 4.5 years. I've traveled to 19 countries, maybe 20 countries right now. And I taught this method, and I've found a way to connect those pieces, the body work, breathing work, and the vocal agility. That's what it's called. When you're flexible with your phrase and you can actually manipulate your voice as an instrument. And riffs and runs technique comes from it. So I'm so nerdy about it. I love the science behind it, and I love working with people. That's kind of
that's your passion.
Yeah.
As I'm saying it,
Yeah.
you're saying it. Tell us about the new singing book you're working on.
All right. So I wrote 4 singing books in Russian for my Slavic community. I've released them very successfully, starting 3 years ago. Every year I was releasing a book. And I've noticed the level of singers, the way people started singing using those exercises that I've created, it just skyrocketed. People started singing so much better, and I got so inspired. I thought, well, I've helped my community. I work with a lot of Russians, Ukrainian people from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Latvia, Lithuania, UK, France, many different places of the world where actually people are not speaking English as the first language, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of my thing too. But then I was like, well, maybe I can help people from America as well. Why not to try it? And then I started getting clients here who are native speakers. And we started developing new set of skills using my method. And it was very successful too. And I'm building a website right now because I really want to spread the knowledge and share with more people out here. And my goal is to bring that method into, American education, because I feel like it's going to add to what's out there already, and it's going to help people to achieve their singing goals much quicker. That's kind of my approach, because
But that's really giving back too. So that's got to be really valuable. I mean, you feel like you're giving back to people and helping them so they don't injure themselves, and how they can properly vocalize. And,
absolutely.
And it's great to see results.
Finding
that's
authentic.
so rewarding.
Yeah, also finding authentic voice, because a lot of people are just copying and trying to be like this other singer, but it's really hard sometimes to find your own sound, right? And this is what I'm dealing with on a daily basis with my students, because it's great to have all those influences, but you have to really find your own unique sound, because nobody needs another Mariah Carey, nobody needs another Kelly Clarkson or Jennifer Hudson. You have to be your own, unique voice, and it comes to yourself.
And your own toughest critic too in the process, because you want to find your own voice. You don't want to sound exactly like somebody else. So
right.
It's good to be very real with yourself, which is what you're trying to help them be.
Absolutely. And I think it's also a psychological part, because a lot of people are into singing so much, into the technical aspect, and it's important to understand that there are so many other factors in singing process. Your thinking, it's your mentality, it's self-respect, it's boundaries, it's how you treat other people, it's how you live your life. It's so much more than just technical aspect. And I kind of bring that to people's attention, that you have to really work your body, understand the movement, the muscles, anatomy, breathing is so important. And then with that foundation, you can just, be anywhere you want and be as great as you can be, because you can actually unlock that authentic self, and you don't really care much about people's opinion, because especially, I don't think American culture is that much into caring about what other people think of. I feel like people are enjoying so much what they do here, so they're just spreading the gift, right? And it doesn't really matter what other people think. The culture I'm coming from is very, very different. It's about really knowing that you're doing great, you're a good singer, and it's important to hear what others think of you, So I'm trying to help people on that level as well, because obviously it's about like gaining the control over your self-presence. It's about just how you feel yourself when you sing, when you spreading the gift. And how many singers we know who are not like the greatest singers, right? So this era, I feel like, is about sharing the story, philosophy, having that charisma, right? Where you can touch people with just your ideas through the music. Absolutely. It's not about
finding your voice, like you said.
Exactly. And being the voice for others too, because you speak up about the things that are so important right now for the world,
Now, is this what has brought you to other countries? You are going to be going on tour. Is that related to this book?
Yes, it's related to this book. I got invited to perform at the Fashion Week in London. And then I'm going to do a masterclass in UK.
Well, you're very fashionable to begin with.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you saying this. I'm crazy about fashion, and I love everything stylish and colorful. Like, my favorite color is black, as you can see.
Oh,
yeah. So everything, like 90% of my wardrobe is black. I just love everything. Like, leather is black. Everything's supposed to be like hoodies. Like, I'm just, I love that color on me. I just feel the most, comfortable wearing black. I don't know. It's just kind of.
Me too.
I love it. And then I'm going to Paris to teach at the Parisian Conservatory. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to be working with French and Russian people. Actually, some German people will be coming too. So I'll be teaching in 2 languages. I'll be mixing up Russian and English. Wow. And then I'm also going to be doing a masterclass in London, and I'll be presenting that book. And I'm actually writing another one right now. It's called Crazy Runs. It's going to be very advanced riffs and runs techniques for people who want to get crazy about all those things.
Wow, you've got a lot on your plate, but you're killing it. You're achieving it all, and it's very inspiring. So very inspired by you, Cooper. Ultimately, what's next for you? You've got the tour, you have the book thing, you have the single coming out. So I guess we kind of how do we want to sum it up? What's next?
Well, the next step, I would say, sharing what's been built over the past 2 years, and it was really hard work. And then I would love to make more new music, because I have so many ideas, and I think it's my therapy. Like, I feel like going in the studio and like writing about what's bothering me and telling the stories, the insights that I'm, developing throughout my path in my life. It just makes me like I'm meditating in the studio, especially when I'm collaborating with the people and artists who understand where I'm coming from with my message. So yeah, I would love to make more music and just put music out and perform a lot more. Because I feel like I'm not performing enough in LA, because that's my next goal.
We'll get you up there.
Yeah, I would love to be on
we're
stage
here for
more.
you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, you're going to be on all the stages very, very soon. So thank you so much, Cooper.
Yeah.
Again, the duet with Duran is coming up in April.
Yep.
You have EP album from then on. So be sure to follow Cooper Phillip on her journey throughout this very inspiring, journey you're on. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for performing.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Hopefully,
thank you so much.
We had quite a treat here with Cooper Phillip joining us on We Found New Music. We will catch you next time.